Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Shelley Craft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the Cambridge House International Energy and Resource Investment Conference in Calgary 2013. With me is Spiro Kletas of Big North Graphite, NRT on the TSX. Welcome to SNNLive.
Thank you very much for having me, Shelley.
It's good to have you. Let's get right into it. Tell us a little bit about the company.
Sure. Big North Graphite is a relatively new company. The company started trading in December of 2011. Last year we got into graphite, and in the fall of 2012 we bought 3 past-producing amorphous graphite mines in Sonora, Mexico, one of which is in the process of being restarted. So our goal as a company is to be one of the first publicly traded junior graphite companies to produce and sell graphite.
There's a race to be that company, isn't there?
Absolutely. We truly believe that graphite is a race to the finish line, and as a result, it's supply and demand fundamentals right now. Graphite is short on the supply side. It's caused the price to increase dramatically, and in any market, it's a race to the finish line. That's where the opportunity is. That's where profit is made, is when there's a gap between the supply and the demand. So our goal is to get there as soon as possible.
May I share something with you?
Absolutely.
I feel, and I get around a little bit, you're the first graphite story from Mexico that I've heard. Little known fact.
Yeah, it's true. Actually, to the best of my knowledge, we're the only Canadian-listed public company looking for graphite or developing graphite projects in Mexico. There's one American company, a private company, that has a amorphous graphite mine very close to us as well, that's been operating there for quite some time. But other than that...
that's good news.
That is very good news. Yeah, they've been operating there for quite some time, and they've been, to the best of my knowledge, very successful there. So, we're quite excited about the prospects there.
You've been in the business for a while. I know you've been in gold, I know you silver, and now graphite. What is so spectacular to drive you into this business?
It's a good question. We felt like there's a very unique opportunity in graphite to create a business for our shareholders in the near future. So as president of this company, I put my money in as well, and our goal is to create a successful company for all the shareholders. And the thing with graphite is we believe that there was a closer finish line, and we could do it for less capex, and sort of as quickly as possible is our goal, right?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What's involved in the production of graphite? Is it the same as gold? Is it the same as silver? You don't smelt it, right?
Right. I mean, it's a very good question. Graphite, it's very different because there's no spot market for graphite. The price of...
Yet.
Yeah, well, I don't see any happening anytime soon either. But there's no spot market right now, so the price is negotiated between buyer and seller, and it depends on the type of graphite you have. There's many different types. There's flake graphite. There's amorphous is what we're going after. In Mexico, we have flake graphite projects in Canada, but amorphous is what we're trying to start up in Mexico. And so the price is negotiated between buyer and seller. Ultimately, I think the end users want to know exactly the type of product there is before they start putting in orders to buy it. So, it is quite different, absolutely.
I want to ask you a very important question. A lot of the companies that I've interviewed in the graphite business are going after flake graphite. You're going after amorphous.
Yeah.
Why? And tell me about that.
Sure. Actually, amorphous graphite is the largest segment of the natural graphite market. It accounts for over 55% of the roughly 1.2 million tons of natural graphite that were produced. The most recent numbers I have were in 2011. It's the lowest price of the graphite products. However, it's the largest segment of the market, and to the best of my knowledge, there are no other companies that are pursuing amorphous graphite. So essentially, we have a market that is fairly large. The vast majority of amorphous graphite is produced in China, and users are looking for non-Chinese suppliers. So, we believe we can make a business out of it for our shareholders, and we could do it in the near future. And it's a part of the business, a part of the graphite world that not many people are pursuing at this point. So we feel like we have an advantage for investors.
What is it used for?
Amorphous graphite is used mostly, for industrial. It's industrial use graphite, so it's used in, the steel and automotive industries, brake pads, clutch material, etc. Water-based paints, lubricants, that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting, big, giant market.
Yeah, absolutely, it's a huge market. There's.
So what is it replacing, like lead and asbestos and stuff?
No. It's it has graphite has unique characteristics that are beneficial in those products, right?
So Spiro, let me ask you, how are you able to get to the finish line so fast?
Well, we bought 3 past-producing amorphous graphite mines in Sonora. So the great thing is that they're existing mines that shut down due to the price. All the infrastructure is already there. The roads are already in. There's a rail line about 10 kilometers to the west of us. There's a ready and available workforce, only 45 minutes away in the city of Hermosillo. So it's got all the benefits of being, a very mining-friendly district. That being said, I do have to say that we don't have a mining study as defined by NI 43-101, so we don't have a pre-feasibility. We decided to forego that step, or a 43-101 resource estimate at this point, which historically has resulted in higher risk. We feel because of the low startup costs and the fact that all the infrastructure is already in place and it is a past producer, that we'll be able to be successful.
Production speaks volumes.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get his website. So for more information, please go to
www.bignorthgraphite.com. Please feel free to give us a call anytime.
So that's Big North, like in the south in Mexico. Good name.
North of Mexico.
North Mexico. That's where it comes from. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive. Spiro Kletas, Big North Graphite, symbol NRT on the TSX Venture. We're at the Cambridge House International Energy and Resource Investment Conference right here in lovely downtown Calgary, 2013. Thank you, Spiro, for coming on to SNN.
Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.